All right, Matt Morrow, Charlotte Football Insiders, and we're here with head coach Orlando Gray with the Rocky River Ravens. Coach, first of all, what made you want to get into coaching?
Coaching football is just one of those things. It's contagious. It's filled with passion. Gives me ability to pour in some of the things that I've learned throughout the years to young men that I know have been helpful to me in my life, and some of the coaches, great coaches I've either been coached by or worked for have been great people and have had great impact on young people's lives. So I hope to have that impact, that type of impact, and I think coaching is a great vehicle to be able to do that.
Excellent, excellent. What do you like most about this team this upcoming season?
This team is pretty hungry. We last year didn't end the way we wanted it to. But our kids have come with a positive attitude, really starting to gel together, a great chemistry, a lot of returners. We were young in some areas last year, and those guys gained a lot of experience. And I'm just excited. The kids are excited about getting back into football. And so as a coach, you can't help but be excited when your kids are excited and wanting to get back out and get back at it. And so this year we hope that we have improve on what we did last year and continue to move our program forward.
Amen, Coach. We talked about last year a good bit. What do you think you guys can take from that experience?
It was a great learning experience as a coach. We talk about crossing T's and dotting I's, and those are things or scenarios that you have to learn from after you go through them. Because as a coach, you don't think about some of those incidences, but now as a coach, I had to reflect and say, okay, what could I have done better to prevent some of those things? Of course, it was one of those things you didn't think that would prevent you from moving forward.
Right.
But as a coach, as a leader, you often have to reflect on yourself and say, hey, what could I have done better? What could I have been proactive in? And so I think that has taught me to be a lot more proactive and think about those what ifs even more beyond just the game itself. So last year, again, like I say, was a tough thing to have to learn from, but I think we have learned from it. And we're looking forward to moving past that and creating a great future for the kids here at Rocky River.
That's excellent, Coach. Talk to me about some players we can look out for this year.
Some of the kids that I am just in love with, Mccoy Haley. He's our returning starting quarterback. He's a 2020 kid, outstanding young man, great academics, the great leader. I think he is going to turn some heads this year at the quarterback position. He's also a baseball kid, has a great future in both those sports, and he's starting to really get some traction as it relates to recruiting. He has one offer right now from Fayetteville State, but has a lot of interest, starting to drum up. So I'm excited about him as he gets out in the camp circuit this year. I think a lot of people, a lot of buzz go for him. Another young man on the defensive side of the ball, Brian Greer. He'll be a 3-year starter for me. He was an all-conference player in the Southwestern 4A last year on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm super excited about him. Another kid is good academically, starting to get some recruiting traction from some schools here in the state of North Carolina and outside of North Carolina. Okay. Those two in particular are our team captains, and I'm super excited about them. Another kid, Kenneth Royster, 6'4", 260-pound defensive end.
Oh, wow.
He's going to have a great year for us. And so we got a few kids, underclassmen, that we're excited about. One returning start on the offensive line, Corian Sharp, who was an all-conference player. He'll be a 4-year starter for us by the time he finishes. He's a rising junior. He is a super outstanding offensive lineman. So we have quite a few kids that we're excited about, but those kids right there at the top of the list, not only are they good football players, they're good people. So I don't have to worry about them getting in trouble in school and not doing their work. Those kids lead not just on the football field, but in the classroom. So that's something that we've emphasized as being a leader on and off the field. So those young men are some guys that we definitely are excited about this upcoming season.
Man, that's awesome, Coach. What is the best memory from your playing career?
Playing career, wow. Winning state championship is definitely at the top of the list. As a sophomore at L. Brown High School, I got this. We beat Burlington Commons, who was a great football team back in the late 80s, early 90s. My senior year, we wound up going to the state championship and losing. But I would say probably the most fondest memory I have is my junior year. We're playing Concord, and they're beating us by a touchdown with about a minute left. And Maurice Blakeney, who was the quarterback at the time, throws the ball up in the back of the end zone. One of the Concord Spiders defenders deflects the ball, and the ball lands in Scott Jordan, who was our wide receiver, arms, laying in the end zone, and we win the game by 1 point. That was like just a great memory. On top of that, Kannapolis Concord is a big rival game. So playing for the Bell, playing in front of about 15,000 fans on a cold fall night back in 1990, that was probably the best football memory that I have, other than winning the state championship.
Man, what is the best memory of your coaching career?
Well, I would say just as a coach, some people may not look at it as a great memory, because when I was at West Iredale, we were 3-8 my last year there. But prior to that, the school had only won 3 games in a 4-year span. Wow. And I thought that was probably the best coaching job I've ever done in my 20+ years of coaching, because we took kids and gave them confidence to go out and compete week in and week out in a split 3A, 4A conference when the team was actually a 2A school. And so for that program to rise, even now the program is still ascending. They're in the 2A conference now, and were able to go to the playoffs 2 years ago after I left. And so that was probably some of my fondest memories, especially as a coach, and probably something, like I say, some of my best coaching, even though we had a losing season. But I'm still in contact with a lot of those kids to this day. That senior class that graduated, you know, I talk to them on the phone and see how they're doing. So that was probably, like I would say, some of my fondest memories as a coach.
Man, that is awesome right there, man. What is the best overall thing about coaching?
The ability to impact young people. I just think we're able to influence and change lives as coaches. I know we want to win games, but more than that, I want to win young people. I want my young folks, whether they go and play college ball or not, to have a great football experience here at Rocky River. I want us to be able to create a family of mentors as coaches and as good young men that will become fathers one day, hopefully good husbands one day, you know, and hopefully we have a positive impact that these young men can go out into our society and be good people. That's the one thing I love about coaching. We have such a powerful influence on young people. And I think sometimes we take that for granted because we get lost in trying to win games. Of course, we all want to win. We're competitors. If we weren't, we wouldn't be in this arena. But that, to me, that's the biggest thing for me, is having a positive impact on young people and changing lives. So anytime you see me, I'm very passionate about what I do, on and off the field. I tell my guys how much I love them, because I do. I see them as being successful, because football is not an easy sport. You know, we push our kids hard. We ask them to come out and practice for 2 hours, 2.5 hours a day, do their homework, be on time, be respectful. And I think through that process, we're able to develop young men that will be, again, like I said, one day, hopefully, good fathers and good husbands.
That's a great answer, Coach. That is awesome. My last question, is there anyone you want to thank for supporting you and your team?
Oh, man, I have to give so much credit to my wife. She allowed me to pursue my dreams. We've been married 26 years this year.
Man, that's a blessing.
We came together as 19 and 20-year-olds and had a plan. She's now a nurse. Through us walking that plan out. After I left retail management, finished my degree, got in the school system, was able to coach full-time, and she allows me to pursue my passion. And so my wife, number one, gets a ton of credit for being supportive. Then my parents, my late father, who they and my mother, who is still alive, taught me to be a good person. And I think being a good person helped open doors for me to get, here at Rocky River, to get in other places and other things that I have. And my faith in God is my biggest piece of support. God gives me the strength each day to pursue the things that I love to do, and gives me the strength to do it, and also gives me the wisdom to continue on and grow every day through life trials and tribulations. So I'm thankful to those, and of course, ultimately my staff, my coaches, my principals, administrators. They give me such great support and help in building this program. So those are the folks that I really thank for the support, and my children as well. Them getting to see their father out here doing what he wants to do through hard work. I didn't just arrive overnight. I had to go through the ranks, but they're able to see what the process of working hard looks like, and hopefully I'll finish my career and be able to say, people will say, hey, he was a good person. He did a great job. And so those folks are the ones that I thank for their support.
Coach, your passion shines through every time I come talk to you, man. Your kids are great. Saw some great things on the field today, man. I appreciate the time like always.
No problem. Anytime, you're welcome. Hit the rock.
Thanks, Coach.